Today we're going to learn about the relationship between temperature and volume. Before you watch this video, make sure you have seen the videos on temperature and pressure so that you understand what pressure is, and then you can watch this video. Now, the important thing about temperature and volume is that they don't have a relationship unless the container is flexible. The container is flexible. If the container is not flexible, then it's never going to change in size. Doesn't matter. It will break before it changes in size. So anytime we're talking about a relationship between temperature and volume, we're going to assume that the container is flexible. So you can think of a balloon. Now, we have air inside a balloon, and those air particles are moving around. And we know that sometimes they're bouncing off the walls. And when they bounce off the walls, they're exerting pressure on the walls of the balloon. Now let's think, how could this affect the size of the balloon? If you ever took a balloon and put it in a freezer, you're going to find that when you take it out, it's much smaller than it was when you put it in. And let's think about why. If I put this balloon in the freezer, then all the air inside the balloon, it's going to start moving slower. It's cooling down, it's losing temperature. And as it's moving slower, it's going to end up hitting the walls with less force. And if it's hitting the walls with less force, it's not pushing them out. It's not pushing them out as far as it could. And so the volume will contract. Now, alternatively, if you take your balloon and you hold it over an open flame, which I don't recommend that you do, then what's going to happen is that the balloon will expand. And let's think about why. Well, those particles are going to start moving very quickly as you heat them up. And they're going to start striking the walls of the container with much more force. And if they're hitting the walls of the container more strongly, and the container is flexible, they're going to push those walls away and increase the volume. So when temperature increases, volume increases as well. This is another direct relationship.